Hello everyone, so today I have a great many updates for you. Um, I've been working on a great deal on two blades in particular recently. This is the Meatwolf Hall sax that I'm making, and this is Dave's knife. I've gotten a great deal of work done on both of them. I had a piece of bloodwood here at first, but whenever I burned it in and did a good deal of other work to it, it cracked, so I had to redo it, and now I've done it in oak. So now there's like, I think, 6 different materials that are used in this knife. There's 5160 spring steel, there's mild steel for the crossguard and the pommel, there's bloodwood, there's oak, there's aluminum, there's some sort of mid to high carbon steel that's used in these bands. I mean, there are just way more different kinds of materials in here than I ever expected I would put in. But I annealed both of these blades just recently and then polished off the scale with a Scotch-Brite belt on my grinder. And so I'll be heat treating them both this weekend, and I'll be making a video about that. So this one is nearing the end of its construction, and so is this one. But I'll finally be able to get this out, probably in the next few weeks, hopefully, if I'm diligent about it. And I'm also working on a few Karambit style knives for 3 different customers. If you don't know what a Karambit is, it's a kind of knife designed out in the kind of, I don't think it's the area of India necessarily, but somewhere in the area of India, Malaysia, Vietnam, that sort of geographical sphere. But their designs, they were originally designed as farm tools, which grew more and more weaponized as farmers needed weapons, and they're kind of reminiscent of tiger claws. And they've become somewhat popular in recent years due to, well, in recent months I suppose, due to the use of a Karambit style knife by the character Sam Fisher from the wow, I just totally blanked out. Sam Fisher, that's all I can remember at this time. But it's a video game, and he's a character in it. And in the most recent installment, he uses a Karambit style knife, which can be used like this, or with your finger through the hole, or like this with your finger through the hole. And this particular model has a point on it for smashing things like glass or skulls, and it also has a decent little bit here and a flat here for smacking. Well, this one's not so much for smacking, but this entire area here is very well done for just hitting things and doing some damage. And obviously this thing's going to be very extremely sharp, and this point is just going to tear through stuff like crazy. It's not a design that I'm terribly awed by, but I mean, it's definitely not a bad design. And I've got 2 more here that I'm working on. I've got this one just profiled this evening, and the hole cut in the other 2. This is 3/16 of an inch thick, 1084 regular plain high carbon steel. Very not exotic steel at all, just very normal regular steel. The blade itself isn't terribly long, but it has a very large area on which you actually hold it. The hilt obviously is much longer than the blade. The blade is that long, and it comes just to there. And that gives you an immense control over where you actually send the knife. But this is a knife designed purely for, I mean, there's a lot of knives out there that are useful for like chopping wood or various other tasks, but this thing is simply a weapon of, it's just a weapon, that's all it is. I mean, they're obviously evolved from farm tools, but in this current iteration they are simple weapons. And they seem like they'd be pretty darn good at it. So hopefully I'll be able to get the next 2 profiled before the heat treat this week end, and I'll be able to probably anneal them and then heat treat them soon after, and hopefully get them out the door fairly quickly. I'm trying to see if I can increase my productivity and just work a little faster on things, which basically just means I have to get out here in the shop more and work on stuff. But that's what I've been working on, and this is also my last semester of school. If you've seen my CNC videos, that's what I'm learning at the moment. I'm learning how to program and use and operate CNC machines, which stands for computer numeric controlled. Basically just big machine tools that are controlled by computers, and you write programs for them to make them do various different things. And I've already gone through the manual machine tool program, so now I'm in the CNC, and this is my last semester, so I'll be out of school at that point, and I'll be working or finding a job, or I mean, I've already got a job that I can probably keep pretty well and be happy in, but who knows. Anyway, have a great day, everyone.